Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay. So I think you have one RWS connection. So you have to give this particular application to that particular station, and once you will run the RWS application, you will come to see this window similar to other application AFTN. From FTL message, they can send a flight plan, and one template will be open. From message info, there will be different option like transmit, receive message, and for previous day you can see the similar things, and service message is there, SS priority message they can see. In buffer pad they can say save different messages in buffer pad, and similarly refresh button will be there, and from this refresh button they can refresh the application. Now same thing has been shown here, that what will happen when you will click on AFTN. This particular window will pop up. You give the address of the which you want to give the message, and then you click on AFTN message. Now in message info window, you once you click on the message info window, you will come to see this receive message, transmit message, pending message, received previous, transmit previous, message retrieval, and message tracking. Now, if you click on the message retrieval, then there is a change from the supervisor application. Like in supervisor application, you can manually give the channel prefix of uh, the channel you intend to retrieve the message. Now, but in RWS application, whatever the computer name or RWS application computer name, suppose NOA is there, then this NOA will be hard coded here. So they cannot view any other channel message. They can only view the message transmitted or received by that particular position or channel. So date they can vary, incoming, outgoing, but channel prefix will be fixed. And this is only for RWS. Channel prefix will be fixed. Now the configuration file of RWS application. I have already told AFTN remote terminal will be all written, and the computer name NOA will be written. Now what you have to put, that is VMN, and originator indicator will be VMN ZTZX or whatever they want to give, and AMSS host address. Here the Goa supervisor uh, position address will be given. For this is under Kolkata, that's why we have given VECC YFOX. Okay, then you select any local printer is there, then common, com2 default, anything, and database drop printer. And for ATC, if they want to give any drop printer at any other location, then in these three options they can put 1, 2, 3. Now if suppose any drop printer is connected and they want to send a tester message, like in earlier we had a print server from where we used to send tester message. Now they just click on the printer, and from tester message option is there, and whichever printer they want to send tester message, they can select from here, and at a time they can send tester message to all the printer by clicking on all. Suppose one complaint came that in our position we are not receiving any message, then you will send the tester message to all the position, and printer will be refreshed. Now ATS application. Any question related to RWS application means you have to tell the people will install this application. So any issue comes, you have to rectify it. Same type of configuration will be there. They have to change their computer name, work group, firewall switch off, enable administrator as a user, and then give password, and host file they have to change. Same type of configuration will be there for the computer. Then only the application, uh, once they will open the application, this particular thing they have to do. that they have to give their station code, that position address, and Goa supervisor address, and a database if they want to select, or etc CNS met. And one this option you have to tell them that printer is option is there. If they want to give printer to any other position, then they can refresh by tester, by sending tester message to all the printer. Now ATS application, this in this ATS application you will do the booking of any message or flight plan query from Mumbai database. And now if you will open the ATS application, you will come to see FTN. Same, you can send any FTN message from this button. From message info, you can see received message, transmitted message, or previous received transmit message. From flight plan message, you can create one new flight plan and send it to intended stations. And ATS query. This query will be done once you configure the ODBC with Mumbai station. Now, one exe file will be there for this ATS application, and you just double click on it, and this particular window will open. And here you can see if all the suppose you have not configured your OTBC, then this SQL database server connectivity will not be okay, but your application will run. You can do different other things, like you can send AFTN message, you can view message info, you can send flight plan. Just ATS query will be not available, and database query. But once you will configure the ODBC properly, you can do the database query as well. Now application and configuration file. For the first time running the application open the GUI template for configuration file. Later on, application provide the option to view modify the configuration file. Like suppose once you have configured this, I have told you, like this configuration, suppose you have done and you want to change the configuration uh, again, then how you will do it? There is a option system config, and under system config, once you will click on system config, you will have two options: to view the config file and to change the config file. So if you want to change any data, then you just click on change the config file, and you can change the config file from system config option. Now similar type of thing will be there for ATS application also. There will be system configuration file. When you will run this application for first time in your computer, you will come to see this particular window. Once you will click on OK, you will have an option to create the configuration file. Here you have to put the location indicator and the address for that particular position. And if you will click on database, you can access database. If you will untick this one, you cannot access database. That is DB query will not be available for that particular position. Now in application configuration file, what are the files? That a cow code is there, 8-letter address will be there. If a printer is directly attached to that particular PC, then whichever COM port that is connected, you just click on COM1 or you click on default COM2, whichever COM port it is connected to. Now same type of thing which I have told you in supervisor, when you will run the application for the first time, it will show red. Once it starts to receive the broadcast message, it will be pink. And if the application is properly connected, a connection has been established between your mini IPMSS and the system where you are running the application, then it will show green. Now configuration. Here you can see the view configuration, and you can change the configuration. From view, you can only view the configuration, and from change configuration, you can change the configuration file. If this is the view configuration option. You can only view the configuration file, that is Kolkata and
Sir, your
VCP.
slides are not available.
Okay, okay, okay. ये बंद हो जा रहा है. Okay, you will find different situation where you have to view the configuration or change the configuration. Suppose initially you have not given the database connection to that particular position, and in later time you want to give the database. Then you just click on configuration and you press change configuration, and from here you'll get the change option here. Change. Actually, this peak is when they have clicked on view configuration. But if you will click on change configuration, then you will see here change. And if you will click on change, then you can change all these options. Then you click on database, and database DB query will be available for that particular position. Now in application, if you will click, then AFTN message preparation is there. Then all the option are there, like a free format will be there, and flight plan, change message, delay message, cancel message is there. Like here you can also only create a AFTN message or flight plan message, but after clicking on application you will see different option here: free format, FPL message, change message, delay message, and cancel message. This is the screenshot for free format AFTN. You all might have done it. To you all might have sent free AFTN message. Now for flight plan, this will come, but once you click on this flight plan message, this particular template will come where you have to fill the different fields, and if all the fields are filled correctly, and if you click on OK, then the flight plan will be submitted. And for this FPL, flight plan filling, uh, suppose you have not put any address here, and you click on FPL message, then you put aircraft ID, departure, destination, and all the alternates. Then once you click OK, automatically few addresses will come here, like the departure FIR, destination FIR, departure tower address, destination tower address, and alternate address. These addresses will automatically come here, and if you want to add any extra address, you can add and then submit. Similarly, for change message, you can once from application you go to change message, then you will come to see this particular window. You click on change message, and you come to see here. Here there are few mandatory fields: aircraft ID, departure aerodrome, and destination aerodrome. You query, you click on query, and you come to see the flight plan, and whichever field you want to change, you just from drop down menu you select that particular field, and then you file the change message. Similarly, delay message will be there. For delay message, similar type of revised time, you first query that particular flight plan, and then you put the revised time, and then you submit. Similarly, cancel message will be there. You select it and you confirm it. then that particular flight plan will be cancelled. Now this restart and refresh application is same like here. Suppose due to some reason you can here it is red, but everything is okay, or your application is not running properly, it is hanged. Then you click on refresh button, or you go to application and restart and refresh application. By clicking on this particular option, your application will automatically close and automatically open. You don't have to do it manually. Okay, then your application will run smoothly. Similarly, exit application is there. Now in DB query, you will have two options: FPL, FIC, ADC information and NOTAM information. For FPL, FIC, ADC information, you can see all the flight plan, which is similar to ATS query. This ATS query is same in DB query, FPL, FIC, ADC information. But this NOTAM query is not present outside. If you want to view any NOTAM, then you have to go to DB query and click on this NOTAM information, and you can query any NOTAM. Now this ATS query, if you will click on this ATS query, this particular window will come, and you can directly execute and view all the flight plan present in database, or you give the aircraft ID which you want to query and execute. And also from here you can do delay, change or cancellation message for that particular. You can also go click on application, and from there you can create any delay change message, or you just query the particular flight plan and you click on that particular flight plan and create delay, change or cancellation message from here. Like they have from here they have selected one particular flight plan and clicked on the delay, then this particular window will pop up, and whatever time you want to give the new time, you just type here and check the addresses you want to send this particular delay message and click on submit.
Aeronautical station delay.
Similarly, change message you can do it here from, but you can change only the EOBT and anything in the 18th field. But if you want to change any other
Aeronautical
field, then you have to go to application.
station Delhi to aeronautical station Kolkata.
Then you will click on this application, and from there you go to change message to change any other field. But from here, this particular
And
window, you
joined
can
at
only change.
Kolkata on 1st October 2020.
Ma'am, okay, and you can change the 18th field also. Similarly, cancellation you can cancel, but just check the address, because departure, destination, and alternate aerodrome address will come. But if you want to send any other station, then you have to manually give the address. Now this is a once you will click on DB query and you press on NOTAM information, then this particular window you can view. And in this there are few mandatory fields, like you have to give the NOTAM office, NOTAM originator, and that's it. You select the Alpha, Charlie, Delta, whichever series NOTAM you want to view, and this tick you have to click. If you click on all these three, then even though it is active, inactive, that information will pop up here. And if you just click on active and suppose that particular NOTAM is inactive, then you once you will click on execute, you will see nothing. Then you have to click on inactive and view that particular NOTAM. Miss, earlier in ECIL, what used to happen that there was two option, that active NOTAM and inactive NOTAM. So suppose you want to query inactive NOTAM, then you click on this particular button, then you can only view the active NOTAMs. Then again, if it is not available in active table, then you close that window and you click on inactive NOTAM. But in this mini IPMSS system, the application is designed so that you can directly click on active, inactive, all the option you can select, and you do the query and you will get to see the information directly. You don't have to switch to different option. This is AFTN. Similarly, message info is there, flight plan, ATS query is there, then refresh to restart the application. And in this position, what are these options? This is LR is for that particular message, whatever message are received is LR. So then LS is there, whatever message you have sent from that particular position. Then pending queue, PQ is pending queue. Suppose you are sending messages and that are not in last send but available in pending queue. You can also see it from message info. Once you will click on message info and if you click on pending message, then you will get to see all the messages pending for that particular terminal. Now suppose there is a pending message in your application, then you close the application, restart the application, or your IPMSS is not working properly. Either the problem is with the position or in many IPMSS. So first you restart the application, then you will continue with other. Then date, time, and that name, particular position name and IP address of that workstation. Now frequent error. Steps to follow of change delay message not updated in ATS query. Now this is generally for Kolkata. Suppose you are sending Bombay, then you have to take care that once you are creating any change message or delay message, don't forget to put Bombay address VABF ZQZX, okay, to enter in the address field. Then check pending queue. So suppose you have sent the message but it is available in pending queue, your application has hanged, then it will not get out of your workstation. So you have to restart the application and clear the pending queue. Same thing has been said, that restart the application or computer. If the problem still persists by uh, closing the application or restarting the application, then you restart the computer. If problem still persists, then contact AMSS unit or check that is there any problem with your AMSS server. So any question related to that supervisor application or ATS application or RWS application regarding the configuration? Or any other query related to that Linux installation or prerequisite for IPMSS installation? If no question will be there, then we'll end our presentation right here, and you can ask questions in WhatsApp also. If any problem comes in installation, then you can go ahead and ask in WhatsApp as well.
One question here from Goa.
Okay.
Yeah, right now Hubli is our RWS station. Apart from AMS's RWS application, their DATIS and automations are also connected via our system. So
Yes.
right now we were not having any LTU, and their DATIS and automation were directly connected to our AMS's terminal directly via
Yes.
serial ports. So
Hmm.
in this new system IP AMS's, how they will be catered?
Yes. Actually,
Hubli's DATIS and
eh,
Hubli's automation. Yes, please.
yes, Hooghly, right? And now suppose for Hooghly, uh, HGX, you have created this line. Okay, I'm just taking one example. So for Datis and automation also, you have to create three different line. For suppose HGR is Hooghly Goa R. I am doing this HGR. This is Hooghly Goa RWS. Similarly, you will create one HGA, and this line will be for automation, and similarly you will create one more line HGD. Now what will happen, you will create three different lines in line.data. Now for the RWS connection, there is a process called LR. Similarly for automation, there is a process A2. Similarly for DATIS, there is a process as DA. Okay. So you have to create 3 different connection, and via one line only all this data will go. Means suppose one BSNL line is there, using that on BSNL line only all this message will go, but you have to uh, create 3 different lines, and you have to mention the IP address of all these lines in /etc/hosts. Okay, and in RT file you just give the network address, then all the connection will be established. Here no LTU rack will be needed and no serial port will be needed. You directly create 3 different line. You have seen line dot data, right?
Yes, yes.
In line dot data you create 3 different line, one for RWS, one for automation, and one for datis. And for all these different line there are different processes, okay, to process the messages received or to transmit that message to datis or automation or RWS. And one port number will be different for all these process, and 3 different connection will be established. One connection will be established for RWS, one connection will be established for automation with the automation, and one connection will be established for datis. Now whatever, suppose automation Hooghly Goa automation connection, same port number actually Hooghly have to configure in their automation system. Okay, suppose 17015 is there for A2 process. Okay, then similarly 17015 actually Hooghly automation have to configure in their automation system. Then same port number they will establish one connection and message will be exchanged. नहीं 17015 नहीं है, मैं एग्जांपल लिया था जस्ट, वो तो मुझे पता है. हाँ, as for automation 17008 is there. Okay, similarly for that is there will be different port 17005, and for RWS there is a different port number. Okay, so this is the, if there is any question related to this connection, you can go ahead.
No, no. Okay, clear. Thank you.
Sir,
Okay.
there is a question from Mumbai side. Actually, while we were configuring Linux, so there were 2 faults were showing. Actually, when we were giving ETH0 and ETH1, it was not displaying there while we were
Yes.
adding their add profile. So ETH0
Actually,
yes,
you have to forget the name actually. You go to settings. I'll just open that
settings
PPT. Just wait. I'll open that PPT. वो वाला PPT कहाँ है?
so settings, then network, then
हाँ,
reset, forget, then
reset and forget. After
reset,
reset
forget,
and
then
forget,
we will go to the
हाँ,
reset. Add profile in identity. We will add profile ETH0.
after giving the identity, you do grub and then reboot.
Yes, sir.
And
But
even
before adding grub, ETH0 was not displaying.
okay, ETH0. Then by what name it was showing? Some
It was
name
showing
will be different.
before whatever it was previous, that name only it was showing. Just only IP got reflected, but name was not getting reflected.
Okay, okay. अच्छा reset forget करके reboot.
नाम चेंज कर दीजिए, उसका रिबूट कर दीजिए, तब हो
तो ये तो sir, have you reset forget and then named it, then once try rebooting it, then do grub later? Have you done it?
Sir, means after giving the name, you have to reboot.
After giving the name you reboot it.
Okay, sir. Actually, we were not. We were not rebooted. Means after adding the profile, just we have given the grub command.
Okay, and okay, you try to reboot it, then the name will come. And suppose still you are not seeing the name, then you try to grab. Wait. कहाँ है वो?
इसमें ना पड़ेगा। हाँ इसी में से दिख रहा था क्या? इंस्टॉलेशन ऑफ लिनक्स ये है क्या? देखने दीजिए। ये तो आपका वाला है। सर क्या कहता है लिनक्स ना? ये कहीं को दिखना दीजिए। हाँ इसी में था ना। एक मिनट।
ये तो लिनक्स इंस्टॉलेशन है, इसके बाद वाला
क्या DRVD वाला है?
नेटवर्क कॉन्फ़िगरेशन।
नेटवर्क कॉन्फ़िगरेशन इसी में है सर।
नहीं, इसमें नहीं है ना।
अच्छा इसमें नहीं है। हाँ इसी में से चेंज डेट एंड टाइम। हाँ ये शेयर कर दीजिए। ठीक है ये
शेयर नहीं है ना,
है नहीं अभी तो नहीं है। खोल देते पहले ये खोल देते।
ये कर देता हूँ मैं।
शेयर शेयर
Okay, you just follow this, click reset, then forget, then give profile name, and after that you try to restart once. Okay, and if it's still not, that thing is not happening, then here you can see that gedit or vi you can do. Then after doing gedit etc system config network script slash if config, here instead of giving eth0 you give the previous name. Okay, then you will come to say in that one under device or in name, you'll in both these you have to change to eth0 and then reboot it. Understood? Suppose earlier your network port name is AB1. Okay, now you have changed it to eth0, but you are still not finding it as eth0. So you go gedit etc system config network script, whatever it is written. Now instead of eth0 you give ab1. So you will come to see this particular file. Eh, hello, test call 1 2 3 4 5. Hello, can everyone listen?
Yes, sir.
Either problem. Okay, so suppose your network name was ab1 earlier, then you changed it, you reset forgot, and you add profile, in add profile you change it to eth0, and still you are, and after that you do reboot, and even after rebooting you are unable to see it as eth0. Then you go to gedit etc system config network script if config, then dash. Now instead of eth0 you give ab1 which was earlier given. Then after you put ab1 you will see all the configuration file in that particular port. Now here device name is there and one name is there. You have to make sure that both device and name is eth0. So if both device and name is eth0, you edit it and you save it, and again you reboot it, you will come to see it as eth0 and eth1. Okay, any question?
Sir, one more. Actually,
हाँ.
when we were giving the command hash network stop network and start network. So firstly we were stopping the network after giving start network. It was showing some fail.
It's okay. It will say so failed, right? Failed is okay, no problem. During starting the network, it will show some failed message. Stopping will be done successfully, but during starting the network, it will show failed message, and there is no problem with that.
Okay, sir.
And for this one, you just try by putting AB1, means whatever the earlier name. Okay, you try it, and you just make sure that in both device and name ETH0 is given.
Okay.
Okay. If any other question is there from any other participant. Okay, I think there is no question, so we'll end our session here only. And if any question or any problem arises during the installation, then you can always call us or contact us in WhatsApp. Okay. So we'll end our meeting here only. मैम को फोन कर दो.